I understand the problems with binge drinking and people drinking too much alcohol and spending too much money on alcohol instead of making a living for their families. I understand that completely, but prohibition cannot be the solution for it. That it doesn't lead to anything good is something you could see from the history in the United States. I think prohibition just leads to crime and to bad drinking habits and to illegal distilling and therefore not to good product.
Prohibition, of course, it's the wrongest way you can ever imagine, because you just have to open your history books. What has happened in Prohibition? I mean, the longest experiment, the noble experiment as it was called, was in the US. And it failed totally. It rose crime, it rose bad products. I mean, the thing is, humans like to drink. I think that's in their genes to a certain extent. So if you give them inferior products because they are smuggled in, you harm them more than giving them good products, but on a lesser account. So just prohibition wouldn't help. It would raise criminality and whatever. So I think that's the wrong way. Educate people, tell them you should savor it, but not like this. That's the way to do it.
Alcohol is not a hard drug, it's a soft drug, and therefore I think if you deal nicely with it, and if you have the right education, you can really enjoy alcoholic products and beverages, and it's nothing bad with it. It really depends on the education and the families, and maybe also at school.
I think it's a very bad idea, prohibition. We saw that in many countries that it doesn't work. It will bring out the black market, it will bring out crime, it will get less tax because you're not taxing that stuff anymore because it's going to come from somewhere, maybe not even from India, maybe it comes in from other countries, because the people still want to drink. So rather control the way to give the alcohol to the people, control that nobody under the age of 18, it's in Germany, I don't know if it's 18 or 21 here, have a strict control who is getting the alcohol. I think we've seen that all over the world. If you try to restrict drugs, it never works. It just gets the opposite. If something is not allowed, it attracts the people. If you open it and you tell the people the danger of alcohol as well. For me, alcohol is something to enjoy. I've been working with alcohol for 35 years, but I'm not an alcoholic because I don't drink a lot of it. I enjoy it. And I think this is a kind of education to bring out to the people. It could be dangerous, so leave it if you don't like it, or enjoy it if you like it. And I think prohibition is just the wrong way.
Criminals will get the money. But everybody is talking about the experiment in the US. Most people don't know that Norway, a northern country, in the 1920s there was a vote by the people for prohibition well, they just voted for it in the 1920s something. And this lasted about 4 or 5 years, and then they said, no, it was a shitty idea, we go back to alcohol. Of course they have a high taxation still in these countries, but you can buy it legally and you can buy proper stuff, you have to pay for it. The tax has some revenue, the people have proper stuff, and the criminals don't have money with that. So I think prohibition is totally the wrong way.
If it is not allowed and you can't get it in your own country, you will bring it into the country somehow, because people want to drink, and they will always manage to get it somehow. If only some states in India doing prohibition, they will bring in the alcohol in the dark from the other states and they will sell it. But they will sell it without the government getting tax for the sales of it. They may bring it in by ship or whatever from other countries, and then you're out of control what you're serving. That might be very low quality alcohol that make people sick or people die. We've seen that in Russia when they're making their own spirit, and that's the other story. People starting to make their own alcohol, and that is bloody dangerous, because then you have no control of what is selling. The people might get sick, the people might get killed, fires. So I think if you look into back in time, prohibition never really worked, or has never worked nowhere.